Okay, so in the previous tutorial about intuitive perspective, I was talking about these two type of cases, like when we have character or object inside perspective grid. So it's like when we have okay, let's see grid. So we can have some perspective grid, and character he synchronize with this grid. So it will be like following this x, y, and z, like a box will follow it, right? So, and second type, so second type of grid of this kind of perspective, it's when object, it's like totally on its own, and it's especially its case when we use this approach. It's when our object is actually like array of objects. It's like group of elements which kind of scattered in a space. So it can be something like this, let's say, right? So, and then again can be perspective grid, and you don't worry how it's connected to objects because they are not synchronized. And what make it work and what kind of a process for you here, it's you elaborate angles for objects according to camera. So here you synchronize them with grid, and here you kind of like kind of, how to say, arrange with camera, right? Because this kind of frame or picture frame, it's your camera. It's a frame of a camera, visor kind of. And then today I will show you kind of next stage, or this kind of combination of these two. So what will be combination of these two things? It's imagine it's like in this previous tutorial about intuitive perspective, I was drawing like cubes or boxes in a space. You can draw them like following each other, overlapping, rotating, and stuff like that, right? So, and then what you can do, you can see it kind of invisible, or you can establish certain, like a gesture curve, some gesture move for this movement of this group of this group of boxes. So let's see. So each of box again is like they not follow perspective grid. They're not parallel to each other. They're like rotating, turning, but they have some kind of like this core direction kind of, right? Like axis. So you can do it whatever you want. You can totally like turn it around, but they will still have certain direction here. What is also important about this, what use kind of this gesture line, it's because we can take this line, right, and put it in perspective. We can take this axis or gesture line and synchronize it with the perspective grid. Da 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 da, right? So let's say here we'll do like, let's do like this, will be curvilinear fisheye. So here we have curved horizon line. Hello Alex. So I have tutorials also where I talk about this type of perspective, fisheye. In this case, it's just one of many perspective grids. So like you learn 5-point perspective grid or 3-point perspective grid. Same is fisheye perspective grid. So let's see why I should put it here. So here is perspective grid, right? So, and I say, okay, I make this like a center line or gesture line be in a line with perspective grid. You see what I'm talking about? So let's say, so now I will have like kind of absolutely like randomly or voluntary rotated boxes, but they follow this gesture line, and I can choose like on kind of what kind of parameters. It's like it's really very much like a programming. It's like we have geometry aspect, we have some kind of like mathematical, or also can make parallel. It's like a program language. So you say like, okay, for yourself, every time you establish properties of your picture of like a virtual world in your picture. And here, if I make this like gesture line and I say, okay, maybe I want for this gesture line, each cube have a parallel vertical edges, vertical axis. So I will like rotate each cube around this gesture line. So it follow kind of curvature of gesture line. You see what I mean? Or I can say, like in this example, it will just have follow general direction, but no every, let's say, like every cube will have its own XYZ. They will just generally follow this gesture. Both is kind of just good thing to practice, to really train your 3D muscles just your fluency, imagination. So let's see, help you be more organic and creative. Let's see, kind of this. Because it's not like it's not just boxes or cubes. This can be anything. This can be figures, vehicles, animals. Just once you kind of exercise these general principles, make yourself like be kind of really like well introduced to them, right? So you will it make you like more adapt, yeah, to just kind of process of drawing like volumetric images. So like all of this, like majority of problems artists have with essentials, majority of these problems based on just lack of such experience. You can get this like basics essentials experience when you draw like very detailed realistic works, because eventually anyway you kind of making same kind of process calculations, right? So like 3D calculations. But when you do your series drawings, your like long term and highly sophisticated drawings, uh, it's just like time wise it's very little practice, because it's like only one such drawing, this kind of um, like an exercise, right? You will do only one exercise in a day, or like in a half day, depends how many illustrations you make in a day, right? But with this kind of more simplified, like abstract practice, you can get this experience very fast. You can really develop this intuition and kind of, yeah, intuition. Yeah, because really, like you see, like I say, it's intuitive perspective, right? So you develop and here you build your intuition. And what is intuition? It's make your artwork look just phenomenon. So everybody will look at it and they will see like your natural skills, like how natural you with drawing very complex 3D works. Yeah, and everybody will have this kind of delusion, like think you just different, not like everybody else. This kind of effect of this stage of skill when you make it intuitive, not like you make a lot of effort. You should make it intuitive so it will feels like effortless. Just your default mode. Okay. So, and then Yeah, let's say, let's draw a couple examples. So what you can do. So you can use these principles in many ways. So you can synchronize this gesture line with perspective grid, or you can again draw your character separated from perspective grid, but following certain movement, kind of, right? So let's say, kind of, you have this. And here, like in the previous tutorial, I just kind of making like very random, just as a practice. I'm not entirely sure what I draw in here. It's kind of little experiment, which also like force me to develop this fluency. So I will not always do what is easy for me, right? I need to go little beyond my normal level, just push kind of boundaries, right? Don't limit yourself to your kind of convenient space. Go a little farther. And this kind of one of goal of such practices, right? Like you, because if you fail this, it's not big deal. It's your sketchbook. It's not artwork for competition or some kind of gallery. You don't need to show it to anyone. So I show it here as just like kind of teaching material, right? But when I draw such stuff for myself, like nobody see it. So it's very convenient for experiments, make failures, just go like jump little above your head. So say, just see what if kind of, it's like, okay, what if this will be kind of like a leg here, some kind of fit. So yeah, so his leg goes too far from pelvis, so no big deal, later we'll fix it. Так, can also draw it like this. Same, let's say. So this kind of go like this. And then here maybe I do like this, kind of showing how boxes for this arm will go. Because like when you try to apply these principles for your kind of like serious work, when you do like for a project, for again like for exhibition, for some kind of performance, it will be a lot of pressure for you. But when you do it as exercise with permission for mistake. You say like, yeah, I know it will be mistake because I never did such extreme angle. I never did this kind of three-dimensional composition kind of, right, with this like bunch of boxes in 3D. So then let's make again some perspective grid. Let's say this will be y vanishing point. This will be z vanishing point. So I will do like fisheye perspective. Here is curved horizon line. So that's it. And then let's say I can, again, because this is like exercise, it's practice. So I know I can go like, oh, it's kind of more loose than kind of in a normal process. So I will expect some funny mistakes. So funny Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man in Saturday morning. Так. So when you do such practice, also like what you should to consider is like, yeah, you cannot do like manage everything you want because there's like folds on the clothes, maybe some anatomical nuances, and say, yeah, let's see what I can do with my current visual library, kind of, right? So it's not like you should like create like from a first attempt like top quality artwork, because this ability kind of to create this like top-notch work with a crazy unusual angle, dynamic pose in a fisheye perspective, yeah, it requires some experience. And this kind of practice which lead you to this ability to draw this kind of stuff. It's kind of important to remind yourself when everybody we have this kind of desire for immediate results. Just remind yourself like there is certain physical reality in which you live, right? So things not just happen because you want them to happen. So here was some weird stuff with the leg. So I will just do it kind of this. Again, so I can look like more reference for shoes, like what kind of shoes can be, how this bottom can look in a different type of shoes. So now I just draw some generic thing. And yeah, and you can draw very fast a lot of pictures like this. It gives you important experience. It really improve your perspective, your intuition. And it's also a great practice to reveal like your visual library, right? So you can make this mental notes for yourself. So like, yeah, I need to look more for clothes, more for shoes, folds, anatomy, and stuff. And it's very important. Why it's important? What is special about this is that you will have this kind of questions rise in your subconsciousness. This your questions about what you should learn kind of put in your visual library grows for your actual practice. So when you in the process you feel lack of certain uh, knowledge, right? So it make you learn it much better than if you don't have enough practice and you just want to learn everything, you know. This kind of like, oh, I want to learn everything first and then I will practice, so every my drawing will be good from beginning, kind of, right? So without like everybody wants to skip this stage of making some silly mistakes. They want to learn all essentials or build their visual library before they start to practice. So their practice will look like they're already masters of, like Kim Jung Gi from start. When in reality, like Kim Jung Gi had never been like born with his skills. Так, Хлопуля, Хизончик. Yeah, I will save this too. So let it be like little chunky, little weird, not perfect, like silly. Because how you will become good with such stuff is by making adjustments. It's not so how is real process happen? It's not happen like you learn everything, you understand everything, and you make from beginning you make it proper and perfect. Instead, you learn, you try, you make it somehow good, somewhere good, and somewhere like funny and bad and silly, right? And you make your brain kind of remember everything. He remember good parts and he remembers some ugly parts, some mistakes, right? They're like a pain, kind of. They hurt you. They hurt you. It's like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this, and this pain make it really personal for you. It became your motivation to improve. So you should not avoid this pain. You need to kind of go to it, right? So and y- you became like very good at such stuff by reacting to positive and negative uh, kind of outcomes, kind of all this like signals, right? So, and you adjust, you solve them one by one, just like little adjust here, little adjust there. So you go and you learn little how to improve one of these mistakes so it will not hurt you anymore. And then it's like, oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it's like from 10 errors, now I have only 9 errors. And you continue. Then it's like, okay, how to fix all this remain 9 errors. And you find you fix 2 more errors. So now you have like 7 errors. And you have more positive kind of aspects in your work. So keep practicing, keep improving. Like it's like a metaphor of sailing, right? So if you want to correct your course, you need to move. You cannot turn your boat if it's not moving. It should be moving. Okay, so close this. So then let's say, let's make this like isometry perspective grid. So let's say, so here, it's kind of weird. Okay, so let's see. This is like will be head. Here will be like a rib cage, some kind of torso. And then this will be right arm. And the left arm. Oh, Dorian. All my videos talking about XYZ. So you watch my videos for beginners. If they're too difficult for you, then it's your problem. Like, I don't know how better to explain it. So like I replied to your comment, if you want, sometimes, it's not all job of teacher. Teacher do what he can And here is your side of understanding it. I'm not hiding anything. I try to do it as clear and as easy as possible, as much as I can. And this tutorial right now is not for beginners, right? So I don't want to kind of switch to this very basic stuff, which I already have like 10 hours in different videos. Like go on my channel, look for video calls like perspective for beginners. There is about 5 video about this. So I just don't want to kind of repeat same stuff 100 times. So let's say kind of this. Sometimes people say like, oh, it's so hard, I do so much work, I do so much effort. In reality, they do not so much work and not so much effort. They just never work before, and they start to do some little work first time in their life, and it feels like hell for them. But dude, it still is too little work. It's just welcome to real world. You should work more. This kind of what you should to know. Something what is also should be mentioned, you know. We're not in a candy store when everything you need to do is just ask and you will be provided. I wish it to be like this. I wish I can be like that, right? So it's just like, here you go, take it. But I can't, it's not work this way. I literally give you what I have, but you can't take it because something on your end is like you're not practice enough, or you're not, or you don't know something like very basic essential stuff, or maybe it's not for you. Just not, it's not for everyone. It's not like some kind of easiest job everyone can do. Somebody just not born for this. Being artist not easy. Yeah, just go my old videos. There's a lot of videos for beginners. So, yeah, if you know, there's like many art studio where it's not actual art education, and they don't care, they don't want you learn anything, they just will um, like indulge you, just make you pay more money and waste your time. Like feeling is like some kind of practice related to art when it's just entertainment. So here, let's see. But if you want to learn, you know, it's not entertainment. It's a lot of work and something you really need to crack it yourself. If you want to like individually, like if you cannot do it yourself, I mean, like if you cannot read my videos, which is like I think is super clear, yeah, you can pay for mentorship. Так. So I can like individually like repeat everything I already teach on the videos, but for you, make sure you understand. Так. So my kind of approach here in this channel, right, is like, I don't know, like real old school, real world stuff, you know. I trying to be like more uh like transparent, sincere as possible, you know. And kind of provide really useful material. Так. So what happened here? Let's say here some dude carrying box, and sometimes say somebody that he's lazy and he need to push himself, or like just kind of like make some more effort. It's also educational material, you know. Teacher need to tell this stuff to students. Like my teachers, they always tell me like education always it's about self-education. Teacher is just like um, some kind of like a library, maybe, you know. So you can learn it if you have questions, so you can hear answers. You can understand answers if you like have enough knowledge and experience. If you don't have enough experience or enough knowledge, uh, teacher information can be useless for you. So it's a lot of on a student end. And I myself always been also treated this way. Так, so what happened here? Так, etc. So let's see. Because if we will chase like every quirk, we will waste each other time. Instead, there should be respect and culture, you know. So if like if you want kind of, there like in academia, there's this like untold rule, right? Like if you want get, or not academia, everywhere actually, right? If you want to have some kind of like special attention, show you deserve it. Like how you deserve it. Where's your work? I don't see any work. So it's just like disrespectful. Ask for some special attitude. It's like, I want some special explanation for me and stuff like that. Why? And there's already so many free information, which like I really like. For me, if I was like beginner, like it will be like super golden useful material. I wish I have that. So let's see. Here we have this kind of, maybe it's like rooftop. Так. So in here we can see some other rooftops. Maybe it's kind of road. Here even bus. So you see, kind of again, like my point is just experiment. It's not like actual illustration, right? But it's somewhere between. It's just like this exercise when you just draw in boxes and perspective grids, but you kind of go it little further, make it almost like if you draw illustration. So it's still kind of this exercise, and you will do a great job if it will be just a bunch of boxes. So when you go further, it's no big deal, it's no problem, because you already done what you need, or what you should do for this practice. And if you make some kind of silly illustration, it will not your failure. It's just experiment. And you have this kind of bunch of such experiments in your sketchbook. So later on, you can look it back and you will see like, oh, it's actually have a lot of interesting elements. It's something like I can use, maybe something like it was like interesting idea and just accidentally happen in these experiments. It's really beneficial practice. Так, Some gray here. So so let's see. Let's make like again some fisheye. Uh, so you see here I have this kind of like a axis, like gesture line for this figure, but boxes I drew without aligning to perspective grid. I just like arranging them. It's like gesture line for figure, and a line for arm, line for legs. This is here. It's kind of like um, I don't know, this confusion of our era, our time. It's people think education it's a service, and I strongly disagree. Education is not service; it's a privilege. You not buy education. You kind of pay for entrance. It's just like entrance payment, and you are not in a position to kind of qualify, tell what you think about education. If you don't like it, you go to other place. But if you go to place where you want to learn, you need to learn. You need to listen, and you need to understand. It's like is not teachers. They're not waiters or some kind of room cleaners. They're sacred figures for you. They're like um I don't know how to say, yeah, like road guides, right? They know directions, they know how things work and where to go. Yeah, that's kind of weird. People think like so often I see this attitude when people go to like university or go to teacher, and they think they're in a shop. There's some kind of like bought certain service, educational service. It's not a service. It's just kind of simple as that. And yeah, you can find some service which pretends to be education, Okay, then be happy with that. You get into some scam profanation. You pay money for illusion, and it's just kind of foolish activity. It's like treat education as service is like treat drugs as a self improvement, some kind of like way to be better and happier, when it's just trap for people who've been fooled. They're being manipulated. Because if and there is market of education, and if you will like learn, like watch it closely, um like I don't know how to say, like kind of natural evolution of such market, that eventually it's always became a scam. So somebody begin from scam right away, or somebody they end up to be a scam. So only way to not fall into that is just remember it's actually never been a service. It's like you pay for teacher time, you pay for privilege of being in a system. That's it. So weird. So some kind of One Punch Man. So make him like Oh, nice. What is Danik sketchbook? It's a brand, sketchbook brand. Thank you for feedback. Yeah. Clouds here. Piece of orange. Oh, cool. I will check out this sketchbook. Interesting. Yeah, try also make DIY sketchbook. It's not so hard. It's like I sometimes I just make a bunch of sketchbooks. Like it's take like half day. Can make like 5 sketchbooks in a half day. And then like your own sketchbooks, you can use any paper you want. So it will be like, you know, like I do this hardcover. It's like super solid sketchbook with watercolor paper. But it needs this watercolors here. So you can buy like any paper you like and just make your own sketchbook. I like this option. Yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube how to make at home, like different level of complexity. So it's kind of very easy to do actually. So you can find like all I use for this making this sketchbook is just this like curved needle. So I bought curved needle and some, some good quality thread, and then just buy whatever paper you want and can make sketchbooks. Yeah, this one very big paper, very thick. It's not like Moleskine. For me, it feels like it's pages too thin. It's more like for writing, maybe. For drawing, I don't feel it's so good. Oh, also want to show off. Right now, I work on my book about motorcycles, right? So I just do some already like about 200 pages complete, but there's a lot of adjustments, reviews, addition, and I keep adding pages. So here I just print to check like fonts and stuff. So in my book, a lot of this kind of pages, like so many drawings with details, with this explanations. It's crazy. I want it to be like encyclopedia. And there are also these pages with step by step drawing, like drawing this. A lot of work, but I wanted to do is like historical, so blow people minds. They will see this book about motorcycles, and they will like mind blown. Say there's nothing like this yet. One of a kind. Like so many, for artists, this will be like absolutely golden. It's like so many information, explanations, so you can just use it forever as a like guide material. Like whenever you want to draw some motorcycles, you go there for some um, kind of guidance. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will like this year. I will launch Kickstart, not Kickstart. I will use like GoFundMe. I think I will launch kind of this campaign. So next year, beginning next year, I hope I can already print it. So, this one, this sketchbook, I did like worst paper possible. It's just no my kind of like weird post-Soviet mentality, I just cannot trash bread and paper. For me, is like sin to trash clean paper. I need to draw something on it. Like after I will draw on it, I will trash it. I guess some kind of like DNA when it was in the Soviet Union, like people really treasure paper like money. It was like very hard to find good paper. Так, no. So, yeah, maybe I have oh, I have this classic. Anyway, I think maybe I stop it here. So let's just finish this page. And I will go back to my motorcycle book. Need to finish some more chapters. It's so fun and so hard. It's like I need to study so many material. It's like research a lot of information for this book. So yeah, that's why when people like write me they can't find what they want on my channel, like I say there's video and they can't find this video. I don't know, like yes, yeah, don't know what to say. You know, before people like when they learn, like in my art college for example, I was still in this period when if I want to learn anatomy I go to physical library. I ask for a book, I ask for a bunch of books, I see it, I read these books, I write notes in my notebook from these books, I make drawings by myself in my notebook from this book. Sometimes somebody take book, you cannot take it because somebody take it before you, so you need to ask every day like is this book available, is this like returned to library or not. And sometimes often it's like was hard to find any information on some subjects. Right now with internet you can find everything, and you can find everything just spending some time, keep googling it, researching it. Now have AI, AI can help you so much. And then you even make it, put it like in the face, in the front of the people, say look, it's here. People look, they're like kind of drop lazy gaze at your channel, so like I don't find it, give it to me. So bro, can you move a little bit? Just do some effort. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Alex, for chat. Yeah. So see next time. I will do some more videos soon. Yeah. There's some like I plan to make tutorial about like camera lens, like different camera lens types. And maybe we'll make, if you want, like write me in the comments to this video if you want to see some video again, kind of recap of all perspective types, all or all perspective grids. Maybe we'll do it again. Seems sometimes you need to do it again and again. Just kind of feature of YouTube. See you next time.
Madness. This is Game Bond Art.